Hello and welcome to Aaron Hill Quotes, Volume 1. I hope that something that I say here is motivating or inspiring for your journey. And the music that you're hearing in the background is called Societal Exchange, and it's available everywhere. The only difference between a superhero and a villain is mindset and use of power. Projecting your perspective onto others, then being upset or disappointed that they don't hold the same views you hold is unfair and ridiculous. Your thoughts are in your own head, and nobody else knows how those thoughts are playing out but you. So stop holding others accountable for them. Indoctrination makes us see narcissism and defend it as love. Be unapologetic about who you are. Unless you're an asshole, then you need to apologize and change immediately. Conversely, heal people. Heal people. Let's 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 heal people. If you continue to do what you always did, you'll get what you always got. When it's time for a change, you gotta realize that a dead horse has 1,000% consistency at getting a rider nowhere. Go ahead and take the first step toward a change. What do you have to lose? This first step may be the first forward motion you've had in a long time. You'll thank your feet later for moving when they did. Your feet will thank you later for moving when you did. Go for depth as far as relationships, not width for how many people you can be popular with. The world doesn't need any more of those kind of relationships. You define your purpose. It isn't predetermined. Not giving a fuck about anybody else's opinion is a real liberating feeling, especially when at the same time you're mature enough to take constructive criticism. Balance is the name of the game. Every no that you get is actually a yes in disguise for something else that's better fit for who you are. So appreciate the no's. Appreciate the no's. So appreciate the no's. When a monumental moment happens in life, I'm never surprised, but always amazed. I'd rather fail than to regret never trying. Appreciate the no's. Having different values can make family feel like foreigners. Anxiety is a mother, but self-care is its nurturing mother. A person who's truly a giver is never satisfied until his or her gift is received. For us, it's the equivalent of being given a gift. The only way to leave a legacy is to live it now. Live it now. Live it now. The question isn't whether you'll leave a legacy. It's what kind of legacy will you leave? Be a positive ripple in the waters of humanity. You are responsible for your own growth. Own it. If something's not your cup of tea, just don't drink it. But don't bash everyone else who does. Even with free speech, there's a time to just shut the fuck up. Know when. You gotta know when. Know when. A great teacher, in reality, is actually a great student, committed to a life of learning, applying, and giving back. Strive to be a great student in life, and you'll inevitably become someone else's great teacher without ever applying for the job. If someone only accepts you for the version of you they conjure in their head, even while you're being your true, authentic self, they don't actually accept you. Be more concerned with those that feel you than those that don't. One you can feed without any other effort other than being your true, authentic self. The other you can't please no matter how hard you try. Your energy is precious and valuable. Don't waste it by putting it in unfruitful places and spaces. You don't need anyone in your life who doesn't fully accept you for who you are. Let's heal people. Let's heal people. My religion is acceptance over expectation. Let's heal people. Dogs don't bark at parked cars. So if you have people unnecessarily being negative to you, your ass must be cruising on an open highway, traveling far fast. Keep driving forward and ignore the life trolls. Have empathy for them. A person must be in a sad place to have the precious time to devote to bringing others down. Vulnerability shows honesty, and honesty is one of humankind's most respected expressions because of the amount of courage that it takes to be transparent and not choose dishonesty due to the fear of judgment. The most important thing we can do in a world where we have the ability to make things seemingly perfect is not to take advantage of that ability at all. In doing that, we are editing our real selves out of the equation. You have the power to make vulnerability fun. Learn to work smarter, not harder. The system or matrix, whichever you prefer, is set up to keep us on a never-ending hamster wheel of working just for basic human needs and resources. The reason debt was created was to keep you and I slave to the system. Change this by making better financial choices and personal choices that have long-range benefits instead of temporary satisfaction. The quality of your life and the future of your family is depending on it. Some people think that when you say, "I understand," you mean, "I feel the same way." Big difference. You could very likely understand and feel the same way, but it should never be assumed because the two are mutually exclusive. Sometimes we're so afraid to face reality that we faith ourselves into full-on naivete and delusion. Everything is weird until everybody does it. Then we call it creative. Be confident in your uniqueness. The only way to free yourself is to let your insecurities show.